Star Wars, the Black Series, Hasbro Pulse, SDCC exclusive, The Force Unleashed, Starkiller. Let's get it. What up, my peeps? Shinuka Big Rucker back at you again. We've got another action figure review. This time, we have got a Hasbro Pulse SDCC, that is San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. We're talking about Black Series, Star Wars, the Black Series, The Force Unleashed, featuring Starkiller. Anybody that's up on that, you already know what's up on that. I'm not really up on that. I'm not even going to try to front, but this set is fire. So I had to pick it up. You know, it just looking at this cover, cover for the packaging can tell you, you know, what's in store on the inside. This thing is just, it looks pretty awesome. They had the prototype on display at Comic-Con this past summer, and yeah, had to get it. So anyway, enough of that. Once again, you see the cover, so you already know what's going on. You already know what's going on that side. We'll turn to one side there. I'm going to have to go profile because it's just a nice long box. But you see everything that comes. You get 2 Stormtroopers. You get Starkiller. He's got 3 different portraits. He's got his lightsaber. And that lightsaber, he has 4 different saber effects because this guy, talk about conflicted. You can see that he's got blue and red lightsaber. So he's got that red, so you know what time it is with that. He's got energy effects similar to like what Emperor Palpatine would do, and several sets of hands. And then of course he's got a display base that looks cool and another type of effect. And we'll check all that out when we get when we open this bad boy up. It's got the same artwork on the other side, and during his quest to hunt and destroy Jedi, Starkiller allies himself with some unlikely heroes and makes decisions that will alter his destiny and shape the future of the galaxy. That's the readout, the bio that we have there on the side of this packaging. So that's pretty cool right there. Here's what the packaging looks like when you take the sleeve off. It has dual doors that house the Stormtroopers. Very nice, very nice. If you don't feel like removing your figures, this is a nice display in and of itself. Here's our main cast. We've got Starkiller himself in the middle, and he's flanked by 2 Starkiller Stormtroopers. They all stand approximately 6.1 inches. I'm not trying to act like I'm strutting my intellectual stuff. It actually had those measurements in the packaging. So that's how I know. So we've got them, and we've got a boatload of accessories, which we will go through. This is a deluxe set. Obviously an SDCC exclusive. They usually come with a bit more, and that's what we got this time, this go round. So let's check out these accessories before we do anything else. We'll get the easiest and quickest ones out of the way, that being the accessories for the Stormtroopers. They only come with blasters, 1 apiece, molded in black. We've seen them before. If you're a fan of Star Wars, then you already know what time it is with these. We have Starkiller's lightsaber. Very nice design there. It's got some red paint down in there. I guess that's the where you switch it on and off. And you see it's got the silver going on there. So that's pretty nice. We also have, when it comes to the lightsaber, not 1, but 2 different colors. Go back far enough so you can see them both. 1 blue, 1 red. I don't really know too much about the history or biography of Starkiller, but I can assume by getting these two that old boy more than likely started out on the good side and then turned to the dark side. So yeah, I don't think that'd be too hard to figure out. We also get these sweeping lightsaber effects. I think these are cool. This is the first time I've ever seen this, and I like it. Pretty nice there. Good for effects. You see they just a flat version, transparent red and blue respectively. So yeah, and of course it's got the pegs to fit into the lightsaber. So I think that's pretty nice in and of itself. Starkiller comes with 3.5 additional sets of hands. You see we've got these graspers right here. We also have a right lightsaber wielding hand or grasper, and the left is kind of like a trigger finger hand. This hand represents the half pair, and it also represents the effects. So you've got a left hand there, and this is supposed to show wielding the Force. And the final pair of hands are these energy wielding hands. Same type of like electrical style energy that we've seen Emperor Palpatine throw off. Apparently, our boy Starkiller is capable of the same thing. So that means this fool is very powerful indeed. The right hand is vertically hinged, and the left hand is vertically hinged, and the right hand is horizontally hinged. But they're pretty nice. Pretty nice on the other side, so you can see the rest of the effects. So yeah, this is definitely going to be the highlight, and I know I'm going to have to explore and show Starkiller doing a few things, different poses, but probably the final pose would be more than likely him with these hands on doing damage to those stormtroopers. And we're not done. Starkiller also comes with 2 additional head sculpts. Here goes one, and in case you're wondering, no, this is not his neutral portrait. He comes out of packaging with a neutral portrait. I'm doing the quote, air quotes with that. This is, I don't know what, this has got an expression. Let me just go with that. I'm thinking, looking at, and I'm looking at Starkiller off camera to get an idea. Nope, that wouldn't be it. He's got kind of like dark spot circles under his eyes with that too. I was going to say that this may be him starting to go bad on us, but nope, that is not the case. That's just how he looks. Now this head sculpt is definitely dark side rage going on. Mouth open, yelling, not looking too happy. Yeah, pretty nice. Here's our 3 cast members, Starkiller, and the 2 Starkiller Stormtroopers there. I could have gotten away with just having one on the base, but all 3 of them are part of the set, so they all 3 deserve equal treatment there. And yeah, so that's how it goes down with them. The Stormtroopers are, we've seen them before. There may be some differences. I would have to break out some of my other Stormtroopers to see if there's any discernible difference. My more basic ones. There's no need to go into the specialty guys like Incinerator Troopers and Shore Troopers and things of that nature. Just the basic Stormtrooper, probably the same. I can tell you right off the bat that they are sporting the historic, the traditional, if you will, articulation with the swiveling, single-jointed elbows and knees. It's funny with Stormtroopers, sometimes we get them at least with double-jointed knees, but they always originally started out this way, and Hasbro kept that going with this set. I don't know if that's to keep costs down or whatever. Starkiller, who of course is the star of the show, he is definitely more colorful, if you will, and we'll take a look at him more carefully. Just looking at him going round and round, I just noticed, I didn't even notice when I was taking him out of packaging, he's got some wounds going on, not battle scars, but straight up fresh wounds that are freely flowing of the the red stuff, if you will. And I think that's pretty nice too. Now you know it's an SDCC exclusive, because normally that wouldn't happen with Hasbro products. Them straight up showing blood like that. And there it is. I just said the word. So yeah, we'll take a closer look at that. Here's a close-up look at our Stormtroopers, one with a blaster in hand and one without. The one without is the one I'll just briefly go over the articulation. But for now, I'm going to move him out of the way and put in its place another basically standard Stormtrooper. This is from the Mandalorian line, if you will. They when it comes to Stormtroopers, they're the easiest things to recycle. And, you could either just go straight up basic, like what you see here, or you can, add a pauldron or add some color and give them a different designation, or maybe just the slightest bit of retooling. But they're exactly the same. They're exactly the same, front and back. There's only the slightest difference in color. Our Starkiller version is a little bit more pearl whitish. I would think, or gloss white, I should say. I think I said it wrong. Our Mando version is it's probably off white. They're both not pearl white, but our Starkiller versions are definitely a brighter, more vibrant white and a darker, glossier black. Now, I'll move them out of the way and bring our Starkiller Stormtrooper that isn't brandishing a weapon, so I can, like I say, briefly go over the articulation. The head is on appears to be, it's on a dumbbell hinge, and the neck is also independent and on a hinge itself. Keep in mind, like with most Stormtroopers, the shoulder pads are connected to the shoulders and not the arms themselves. So they're gonna, you see how they're gonna move up. So you keep that in mind, especially if you pose like that. It's gonna want to stay up there. See, just that little bit, and it wants to more or less stay up. But it can 360 if you so desired. But here's what I'm talking about. We've got the single jointed swiveling elbows. They can get you straight up 90 degrees, and that's it. Your hands, the left is a horizontal hinge. They both swivel, and the right is the vertical hinge. You got nice diaphragm work there. That's where you're going to get all your articulation. Nothing's going on in the waist. And you see what time it is with the legs. And can only get out that far. Probably if you move the leg a little bit, it's because of the top of these thigh-high boots, that you get that, or thigh-high pads there. Then, of course, the leg, single jointed, that's the most you're going to get. Just a little bit better than 90, and they swivel as well. You get toe articulation, point your toe that far, which is decent. Up, it's a little bit you just get. And, of course, you have the ankle pivot, and they come with holes, peg holes at the bottom of their respective feet. Now it's time to take a look at and talk about the main attraction, Starkiller. And I'm liking his outfit. I'm assuming it's true to the original source, because it definitely looks nice. His collar over here is painted a very dull silver. It's got scuffs and scratches there, like it's been battle worn a little bit. Pretty nice. And this is the head sculpt that came out of packaging on this figure. So you see what I'm talking about. This is what passes for his neutral. So that other head sculpt I showed you guys, I don't know what time it is with that, what type of an expression that you would describe that to be. But hey, we've got 3 different head sculpts. I ain't mad. Now, looking at the rest of the outfit, he's got belts that are just wrapping around his torso. Have some Nice silver paint going on there. You got paint going on all over the place there. You've got there's like a port here, and I don't know if that's supposed to be for him carrying his lightsaber or not, because I don't see those little ticks that are usually used, to hang them. So I don't see that at all. But there is a hole right there. You guys can see it, and there's his belt. His bottom belt is adorned with several holes, but I wouldn't know what they're for. We don't have any accessories that they fill in at. But I'm thinking that, or is this a ring over here? I don't know if that's supposed to be for the saber or not. So what I will do is grab the saber and see what's the what. And yeah, it's looking like, the saber has a little tip right there. So I have to assume that it fits in that hole. I'm sure most of us are used to having little, a little, U-shaped loops to carry the de-energized lightsaber. But yeah, that's exactly how that works. So cool. I'm going to take it off because I don't want it to just drop while I'm showing you guys what's going on. Then with the rest, we've got like a soft plastic in terms of his, we'll call it skirt pieces, front and back. So it shouldn't impede articulation in the legs over much. Then speaking of the legs, you've got what you got going on there. The bottom there from the calves down, nice looking wraps, and the wraps continue onto his boots, which are they're brown, but the wraps are this greenish color. Pretty nice. He's basically mostly green, different shades. You can see right there where the wound on his right shoulder, the sleeve has been torn, and it appears he's been grazed. And then on his left, he's got blood there going at the back. So there is that going on right there. As far as his articulation is concerned, he can look up that much. His head is on a dumbbell, as well as the neck. You can look down a little bit, probably with some work, and then in conjunction with the neck, you can get it down some. So he can look down that far. You can T-pose with the arms. He can 360 it at the shoulders and swivel that there too. He's got the single jointed swiveling elbows. You can see where that blood is right there. He swiveling wrists, and his left hand has the vertical hinge. The right hand has the horizontal, and of course it does the same thing in terms of your diaphragm. That's on a ball joint as well. So that's mid-torso kind of sort of. So you can go back and forth. You can lean with it, rock with it. You can go left and right, but it's almost like it's spring-loaded, and it wants to go back. And I'm not going to try to force it because I don't want it to, just pop or anything like that. Legs, hips go out. You can basically do the Van Damme. You can kick near 90. Goes back decently. You can swivel there at the right there at the hip, upper thigh. You've got the single jointed knees that swivel. Your toe can point that far forward. Not so much up, a little bit. You have the ankle pivot. And Starkiller also has holes, peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Here's Starkiller, of course, in a neutral pose, showing off his neutral head sculpt. And here's his other head sculpt. You guys are going to have to tell me what the difference is. Because, I can see the difference, if you want to call it that, but the difference is so subtle, it's almost not worth mentioning. Now, here's the third head sculpt, the screaming head sculpt, yelling, whatever you want to call it. You can definitely tell the difference with this one. Here's what Starkiller looks like with that other not so neutral head sculpt. I can actually see the difference now that I've actually gotten him to wield his lightsaber. There is an expression there. It's almost like you done messed up now kind of look. Almost a snicker. Almost. Here's what that lightsaber looks like with the sweeping energy effect. Here's Starkiller with those force hands. Looks very, very nice. Definitely the highlight and the reason for getting this set here. And for the last demonstration of Starkiller's abilities, it required the assistance of a Stormtrooper, as you can see, as our guy is force lifting and pushing the poor trooper back. We thank you for your service. Well, we've gone through Starkiller, the troopers, and everything that they come with, and showed them, displayed them, and everything. But we're still not done, because even though I went through all of their accessories, we still have more accessories. And they're in the form of a stand/base. You see the base right there, and we get these little ditties. And these are like force effects. So I'm going to put these together off camera and come right back. And we are back, and it's a good thing I did that off camera, because the different pegs went in differently and it was like a puzzle, so I didn't want to waste valuable footage or time messing with that. Anyway, you see how the base looks. It has 3 pegs in there for your figures to go in, and yeah, that's going to be pretty nice. Now I'm going to leave you guys again and come back with a pose or two. Here's that previous pose, only with Starkiller in his effect base. Definitely changes how it looks. Here's another scene, similar but different. We've got the same unfortunate Stormtrooper being force pushed by Starkiller, while our guy is defending himself against the other trooper. Here's a scene of Starkiller succumbing to the dark side. And the Feast de Resistance, the final shot right here, what we've all been waiting for. The reason you get this set, you get a set like this for a diorama display like this. We have got Starkiller doing his thing right here. And the Stormtroopers are feeling the funk right now, for real. This is a great set. And if you guys were able to clock one during the Comic-Con event, I'm happy for you. You will enjoy this set, I'm quite sure, especially if you're a Star Wars fan, you're going to enjoy this set. If you're a Force Unleashed fan, you're definitely going to enjoy this set. I know, because I don't know a thing about Starkiller. I just know that he was a badass. I know that much. I know that he's talked about a lot. He's in the same conversations with Darth Vader. And once again, I don't really know what's going on, but if I'm wrong about this, correct me in the comments below, those of you that know what's up with him. But isn't he supposed to be like Darth Vader's apprentice or something like that? I don't know. What I do know is, displaying this kind of power, I'm just going to go off cuff and say that he eclipsed Vader, definitely, because this is some Palpatine type madness right there. Anyway, this is what we got. Nice set. Definitely great if you open it, but it's just as nice if you just leave it in packaging and you fold it open to show it displayed as such. It's a very nice looking set, even unopened. So that's also a plus if you're an MOC type of collector. So do you. That's all I can say. And while you're doing you can do something else. You can hit that like button for sure. And definitely, if you haven't done so, share it after you hit the like button, and then subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet. And leave your comments below on what you think about this set. What do you think about just the Black Series period, especially on my channel? I don't get too many views when it comes to Black Series. They are, I don't know if they're the least viewed, but they're not where I'd want them to be. I'll tell you that right now. But let me know what you think about this set especially. And anything else, comments on the review itself, on the channel, on me, whatever you want to talk about, what you'd like to see, would you like to see change, different, whatever. And if you want to be notified the next time I upload a video, another review, there's a notification bell down there. Hit that and you'll be notified. Yes, indeed. Very nice set. This is how it should be done whenever we get an SDCC, a convention exclusive. I'm glad that I I unleashed this box set this go round today, because as we speak, as of the recording, I should say, of this video, New York Comic Con is going on right now, and I wish I could be there. I'm from New York originally, Boogie Down Bronx, but I was not able to make it back home for this, so that's unfortunate. I have to live vicariously through my peeps that are there. Anyway, that'll do it. You know what I'm saying? This has been Force Unleashed box set from Hasbro Black Series, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Very nice set, very nice base, very nice accessories, plenty of accessories. And this is what I'm talking about when you want to get your diorama on. This is how it gets done.